Hello, my name is Juan Pablo Tinjaca Huertas from the group. Hello, my name is Juan Pablo Tinjaca Huertas. I am from the group 28 from the course research project. And today I'm going to make a presentation showing you every characteristic and results and findings and conclusions related to the research project that I designed based on the situations and different problems that I was able to observe as a teacher, well, as a future teacher in different classrooms. So I'm going to start showing you the presentation. We have here my research project presented by Juan Pablo Tinjaca Huertas, that is my name. We are going to start with the introduction. So as an introduction, I can tell you what are the bases of my research project based on what I observed in different classrooms. So I was able to observe in different classrooms and different learning process related to a learning of the English language, the different problems and situations that we have to face as an English teacher. Like in this case, that the English language is very underestimated in our country. What is the reason why it's very underestimated in our country? The reason is that basically we are not helping the students to get motivated to keep learning more about the English language. And the reason is that we are trying to create an environment where we have to use all the time the English language, and that's not the right answer. Because, for example, the beginners, yes, beginners or the kids that were not able to learn in the past the English language or have a contact with the English language, obviously they are not very used to an environment where we are using all the time the English language. We need to help them to adapt to the new characteristics of a different language because obviously they are very used to the Spanish language or their native language. So for that reason, I took that into account to design my research project based on the using of the mother tongue or the mother language to help the students to adapt better to a new structure, grammatical structure, or every characteristic about the target language. And in this case, is the English language. So based on that, I am going to make a process where we make like a comparison, taking into account the different topics that we are going to learn with my students, or that we learn with the students based on the syllabus provided by the UNAD University, the using of the Spanish language in this case to explain them every topic, to explain them every activity, to explain them the assessment, the feedback of every assessment. So for that reason, I decided to use the mother tongue as a basis, as one of the bases of my research project, because the other one is the ICT tools that I think, in my opinion, that is being getting more relevance in our society because this tool or basically the technology it's been getting more relevance in our lives. Yes? Taking into account the different tools like the social media, like the I don't know the cell phones, the computers, the different tools. They are getting more like relevance or important in our society. So for that reason, I think that it's an important aspect that we need to take into account as a teachers to be able to motivate the students using different tools, different technological tools to keep learning more about the English language or different field of studies. Yes, it can be Spanish, I don't know, science. Yes, it doesn't matter. But in my opinion, this is an important tool that we need to take into account as teachers because it's getting more relevance in our society. Yes. So for that reason, I am going to use those tools as a basis of my research project, yes, and be able to observe through the using of those tools as a basis to design my materials, my resources, my methodologies in my sessions, be able to observe what is the influence or impact in my students, taking into account their level, their needs, what is their reaction based on the explanation or the activities or the assessments, based on the using of the mother tongue and the ICT tool. Okay, so that's the reason why I choose those tools as the basis of my research project. We have here the project objectives. Obviously, the main objective is to design the proper activities or proper methodologies based on the using of the mother tongue and the ICT tools for every session to be able to observe or have a better perspective about what is the impact of those tools within an English language learning process. That's the main objective. Design the proper materials and design the proper sessions to be able to observe during the sessions what is the attitude and reaction of the students in front of the using of those tools. The specific objectives are related to include the proper technological tools, be able to observe their reaction based on the assignment of activities, assessments, explanation of every topic, and everything related to the syllabus provided by my university. Yes. And the last objective is to obviously to try to help the students to get more motivated and be able to get or to learn during my sessions every topic in a significant way. Yes, based on the assignment of my sessions with every activity, every material, every resource that I use to explain every topic, and the assessment of the different topics. Okay, we have here the theoretical framework. The first part of the theoretical framework is about what I observed during my during previous processes, during previous practices, the different situations that I was able to observe in a classroom, like I don't know, the attitude of the students. They are not motivated to keep learning more about different topics. They are not putting attention in class because we are not helping them to get more interested and adapt to every topic that we are going to teach to them. Yes, so for that reason, that was the basis of the theoretical framework to be able to design um, my research project. And the second part of the theoretical framework that I based on to develop this research project is the different resources provided by the university and provided by my own findings related to what is how is being the process or what is or what was the impact of the using of the mother tongue and the ICT tools in different schools with different students, taking into account that we are trying to teach them a different language. Yes, so I based on Velasco and Kellerman text to develop my research project and to base my research project on those resources, taking into account that there are many theories and different things related to the using of the mother tongue based on the results that they had during their investigation using the mother tongue and the ICT tools. So for that reason, I use those tools to develop my and design my research project because I was able to observe that they had positive results using the mother tongue and the ICT tools with different students, even including students, even including beginners. Yes, taking into account that they are not very used to the target language, basically. Yes. So for that reason, I use those texts to develop, design, and structure my research project. We have here the methodology that I use, taking into account the syllables that I received from my university and taking into account the level of the students that it's A2. I developed the methodology and I designed the methodology that I am going to use in every session, that I already use in every session, based on the syllabus and the level of the students. So for that reason, based on those aspects, I was able to design the methodology based on the needs of the students, the level of the students, and obviously the objectives of my research project. So for that reason, the methodology will be explanation using the mother tongue and using different videos, using the ICT tools, the explanation with different slides with PowerPoint, and the activities with Kahoot, and the assessment with Quizlet. I can change different things, or I could change different things based on what I observed that I was able to observe in every session. The attitude, the results, the knowledge of the students based on every topic that I was able to teach to them. Yes, and based on that, I am going to observe what is the impact and what I had to change in the next session, taking into account those different aspects that I named before. Yes. So that was the methodology that I used, and obviously designed obviously based on those aspects, designed the materials or the proper materials, resources, and methodologies to help them to keep learning more and have the knowledge related to every topic in a significant way. Okay, results and findings. We have here the quantitative results that I have through um, oh, excuse me, that I did with a survey. Yes, with a survey in Google Forms about what they thought, what they think about every session, if the tools were useful for them, if they learn everything about every topic. Yes, and I have a result between 85% to 95% from the students that who feel very satisfied with the process based on the using of the mother tongue and the ICT tools. And the qualitative results were based on what I observed during my sessions, and I was able to observe that they had a very good attitude during every session. Yes, participating of every activity, helping me with the development of every session, putting attention to every resource. So I was able to observe a good attitude and a positive impact of every of those tools based on what I observed from the students in every session. Okay, and well, as a conclusion, I can say, as I said before, in my opinion, it's very important to take into account those tools. Yes, because basically the ICT tools help the teachers to get more opportunities to develop the sessions with the different tools and different opportunities that the technological tools offer to us. Yes, for example, the using of websites, the using of I don't know, different tools that we are able to use to design or for the designment of our sessions and the learning process in general, to help the students to get more motivated to keep learning more about the English language. And the mother tongue obviously is very important, yes, taking into account that they are not used to the English language in their environment. So we need to help them to adapt to every characteristic using a comparison method between the mother tongue and the target tongue, between the Spanish language and the English language. Yes, for that reason, it's very important to take this into account. That's my opinion as a future English teacher, and based on what I observe, and based on the findings and the influence of the ICT tools and mother tongue in this research project. Okay, and we have here the reference that I used to make this activity or to make this explanation of my research project. Thank you so much for your attention and watching this video. I will be attentive to your commentaries. My name is Juan Pablo Tinjaca Huertas. Have a nice day.